freaking life. Whoa, it's gotten cloudy. I did not know it was going to be cloudy today. Alright, here we go. It is time for what everybody has been waiting for. Oh, whoops. Wrong channel. Alright, here we go. Winners at war. Alright, here we go. It is time for Winners at War. Oh, this is going to be exciting. Oh, here we go. Mr. Man is at Taco Bell. Dude, that's incredible. Alright. Here we go, y'all. This is the episode. This is the episode. I remember. Next episode is greatest of all time. So after this episode is done in our post Winners at War show, we are going to talk about this season, this episode of Alpha Survivor, and we're going to have a sneak peek for Winners or greatest of all time. We'll see. It just kind of depends, Jordan, when we do greatest of all time. But we're going to make a new rule. If you want to submit a new photo, you have to do it before I announce the episode for that day. So if I had already announced the episode for that day in the Discord, the photo will have to wait until the next episode. So keep that in mind. That's going to be a new rule. But here are all the 15 people in greatest of all time. We'll see which 5 join them today. And whoever wins greatest of all time will probably do, like, a real prize. Yeah. So, yeah, if you're not active on the Discord, I always post about Alpha Survivor a few hours before we stream it. And that's always after, like, I've set up the simulator, I put all the players in it and whatnot. So, like, if anyone asks me to submit a new one afterwards, it's kind of a pain in the butt to do it, to go in there and change it. So that's what we're gonna do from now on. So you have to send me a photo before I at everyone saying Alpha Survivor today, you know? But for today, it is Winners at War. These 20 people, what's up, Shadow? How's it going? These 20 people have made the finale. They are here to try to win Season 4. We have some names in here. Of course, GG Summits, who won 3 times in a season last season. He won Winners at War. Ghost is in here. He's been killing it. He's won 2 games in a row, just like GG. We'll see if he can get a 3rd win today. But we also have some other names like Graham. Graham, he's been trying to get another win for a long time. He's currently a 3-time winner. We'll see if he can become a 4-time winner today. But we also have some less known names, like Spurs Fan being one of our most recent winners. Our most recent winner is who is our most recent winner? Who won the last episode? Who won All Stars? Jimbo, yes, Jimbo, of course. Jimbo is our most recent winner. So there you go. He's in it today. But we'll see. We'll see if Jimbo can win 2 in a row. This would be a pretty good one to win 2 in a row in. But, all right, let's get it started. On the DeCall tribe, we have Gigi, Gambit, Ghost, Graham, Hawks Fan, Janser, Jimbo, KL, Michael, and NES. And on the Sele tribe, we have Big Fish, Carlos, Dr. Ninja, Friendly, Goose Goose, Gooser, John, Carly, Spurs fan, and Walter. Here we go. It is Season 4, Winners at War. 39 days, 20 finalists, 1 Alpha Survivor. 39 days, 18 people, 1 Alpha Survivor. Ooh, we're back. All right. It's a new season, and the VD can't be stopped. It sends a message right there. And GG wins immunity. GG, back to the finale. KL almost quits the game as a result. Spurs fan has done it. He is going to the finale. Spurs fan wins by 1 vote. Votes cast against Commander will not count. GG does not count. GG does not count. GG does not count. Commander does not count. Commander does not count. Goose. Ghost! He's finally done it! Ghost! He's won twice! We have seen a lot of the old GG Summer Stage. Alright, here we go. Like what I said, after the episode is done, we're going to talk about this episode, this season, and we're going to have a preview for Alpha Survivor Greatest of All Time, which has, in my opinion, the greatest thumbnail I've ever made. But here we go. Alright, this is the twist. Each player will start with 1 fire token. They will have value in the game. If someone is voted out, they must give or bequeath their fire tokens to another player. So fire tokens are basically currency if you haven't been here before. Alright, fire token menu lists what can be purchased with fire tokens. The grand prize is then revealed to be $2 million, which not for us, but for them. This immunity challenge is called Marooning. First tribe scores 5 points, wins immunity. And DeCall wins immunity with Flint and Rice, which means Sele is going to the first tribal of Winners at War. Alright, here are the stats. Alright, Jimbo has a major meltdown. And on Sele, Big Fish and Friendly bond slightly. Goose and Spurs have a small fight. Friendly's impressing the rest of the team. And the Sele Tribal Alliance 1 forms with Big Fish, Friendly, and Goose. Alright, it is time for Tribal for Sele, and it is time to vote. First vote, Carlos. Carly. Carlos. That's 2 votes, Carlos. Carlos. Carly. That's 3 votes, Carlos, 2 votes, Carly. Carly. That's 3 votes, Carlos, 3 votes, Carly. Carly. That's 4 votes, Carly. Carly. That's 5 votes, Carly. Carlos. That's 5 votes, Carly, 4 votes, Carlos, 1 vote left. The first person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4, Winners at War, Carly. That's 6 votes. Bring me your torch. Carly, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. I don't think I ever said a specific time. I just said the day, the 23rd. But there are the votes. Carly, first one out of Winners at War. Alright, DeCall, down to 9. Oh, who did she give her fire token to? She gave it to Carlos. Okay. Alright. Sele, down to 9. DeCall with 10. Alright, Carly arrives on the edge. Alright. Carly finds a temporary hidden immunity idol. It functions the same as a normal idol, but it expires after the holder attends 3 tribal councils. It can be sold to any player still in the game for 1 fire token, and Carly will try to sell it to Carlos, and no one raises their flag. Alright, KL finds the DeCall idol! Very nice. But there are 2 halves to it. KL has to give another half to another person, or has to give 1 half to another person by sundown. And then afterwards, they can be combined to a full idol. He transfers half of it to Gambit. Alright, here are the rest of the stats. Carlos receives an offer by a temporary idol, and he buys the advantage for 1 fire token. So he has it for Carlos's next 3 tribals. Alright, let's go to immunity. This one is called Blue Lagoon Bustle. First tribe to hit all 3 of their targets wins. And Sele wins immunity, which means DeCall is going to tribal. Alright, here we go. Kale lets Gambit have the full DeCall idol. Jimbo and NES bond strongly, has a lasting impact. Janser and Kale find something in common. Gigi and Ghost bond strongly, has a lasting impact. And the DeCall Tribal Alliance 1 forms with Janser, KL, and NES. Alright, it is time to vote. Or it is time for Tribal for Sele. And, oh, nope, sorry. Gooser's impressing the rest of the team. Dr. Ninja and John find something in common. Big Fish and Walter bond strongly, has lasting impact. Now it is time for Tribal for DeCall, and it is time to vote. If anyone has an idol and they like to play it, now would be the time to do so. No one. Alright, first vote. Gigi. Grain. Gigi. That's 2 votes Gigi. Gigi. That's 3 votes Gigi. Grain. That's 3 votes Gigi, 2 votes Grain. Grain. That's 3 votes Gigi, 3 votes Grain. Gigi. That's 4 votes Gigi, 3 votes Grain. Grain, or Gigi, that's 5 votes Gigi. Second person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4, Winners at War. GG Summits. That's 6, that's enough. Bring me your torch. GG, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. And GG is the second person voted off, and he bequeaths his fire token to Ghost. Alright, both tribes down to 9. GG arrives on the edge of extinction, and he is struggling to adjust, and Carly finds a safety without power. This allows the holder or a player of their choice to leave Tribal Council before the votes are cast. This makes them unable to be eliminated, but they will not vote. Hence, safety without power. Be sold to any player still in the game for 1 fire token, and Carly will try to sell it to Friendly. Alright, here are the stats. Alright, Walter finds the Sell It idol. Alright, Friendly receives an offer to buy a safety without power, and he buys the safety without power. Alright. Alright, there you go. Walter transfers half of his idol to Big Fish. Alright, there we go. It's time for immunity. This is called Dragon the Dragon. First tribe to solve the puzzle wins. And Sele, once again, wins immunity with the Spice Kit, which means the call is going back to Tribal. Alright. Gambit and Jimbo bond strongly, has lasting impact. NES has a major meltdown, and NES quits the game! As a result, we have another quit this season. NES quits for the 2nd time this season. And because of that, NES obviously leaves the alliance. Oh, snap! Alright. Big Fish lets Walter have the full idol. Gooser and John find something in common. Carlos and Friendly have a major fight. And the Sele Tribal Alliance 2 forms with Dr. Ninja, Gooser, and Spurs fan. Alright. Because NES is no longer in the game, Tribal Council has been canceled. And NES bequeaths 1 fire token to Ghost. It does count as a medevac. Because of NES's quit, NES now holds the record for the most quits ever in Alpha Survivor. He now beats H3 Zeme. NES has 4 quit/medevacs. DeCall is down to 8. Sele with 9. Alright. NES will not go to the edge of extinction. He is done. Carly finds a vote steal. Alright, this allows the holder a chance to retrieve a vote steal from the opposing tribe's camp. However, the opposing tribe will all have the opportunity to find it too. It can be sold to any player still in the game for 1 fire token. Carly will try to sell it to Spurs. Bro, NES, bro, you can't time people out, bro. He'll try to sell it to Spurs fan, and no one raises their flag. Alright. NES, stop, bro, for real. I'm about to take away your mod, bro, if you time people out. Alright, here are the stats. Alright, Spurs receives an offer to buy a vote steal. He buys the advantage. He has to sneak into the other tribe's camp, and he successfully obtains it. Alright, there you go. Spurs fan with a vote steal. Alright, this immunity challenge is called Along the Watchtower. First tribe to finish their puzzle wins. And Sele wins immunity with chicken kebabs and a grill, which means DeCall is going back to Tribal. Alright, Graham's impressing the rest of the team. The DeCall Tribal Alliance 2 forms with Gambit and Jimbo, and Janser works hard at camp and becomes tired. Alright. Let's see. Dr. Ninja and John have a small fight, has lasting impact, and Friendly is impressing the rest of the team. Alright, it is time for Tribal once again for to call, and it is time to vote. If anyone has an idol and they like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Gambit uses his idol. Any votes cast against Gambit will not count. First vote. Gambit does not count. Gambit does not count. Gambit does not count. Gambit does not count. Jancer. Jancer. That's 2 votes Jancer. Graham. That's 2 votes Jancer. 1 vote Graham. 1 vote left. Graham. We are tied between Graham and Jancer. We're going to have a revote. Graham and Jancer aren't voting. First vote. Jancer. Graham. Graham. That's 2 votes Graham. Jancer. We're tied. 2 votes Graham. 2 votes Jancer. Graham. That's 3 votes Graham. 2 votes Jancer. 1 vote left. The third person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4. Winners at War. Graham. That's 4 votes. Bring me your torch. Graham, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Alright, I'll explain why Gambit is in Winners at War. When I counted for the people that were finalists, I would always count Commander Bo because he was mixed in the list. But he's not. He's only mixed in that top part of the list because he has 2 fan favorites. So I miscounted. I counted 19. So what I did is I took 3rd place from the last episode because it was supposed to be a final 3 anyways. But I picked the wrong episode. So voila, we have Gambit. Alright, there are the votes. Alright, and Graham is gone. DeCall down to 7. Sele still with 9. Haven't lost since the first immunity challenge. Alright, Graham arrives on the edge. You know, we'll see, NES. Carly has a major meltdown. Castaways on the edge are given an effort task where they will have to collect 20 firewood logs, 1 by 1, from the top of the hill back to their camp until sundown. Alright, each castaway that completes the task will have 1 fire token. Oh, who got the fire token last time? Jancer did. Okay, I need to look at that. Alright, Gigi completes the challenge and earns a fire token. Carly completes the challenge, and Graham completes the challenge. Alright, no one raises their flag. Here are your stats. Alright. This immunity challenge is called Beyond the Wheel. First tribe to do so wins immunity. And finally, DeCall wins immunity! Which means Sele's going to tribal. DeCall also wins chickens. Hawksman and Jancer have a small fight. Has lasting impact. Hawksman has a major meltdown. KL has a major meltdown. And KL gets into an altercation and is ejected from the game as a result. Holy moly! KL gets into an altercation? This is our first ever Alpha Survivor ejection. We've never had anyone get ejected from the game. He is the first person to ever get ejected. Alright. Dr. Ninja and Spurs fan have a minor disagreement. Has lasting impact. And Dr. Ninja leaves the alliance. Alright. KL is no longer in the game. Tribal's been canceled. And he bequeaths a fire token to Jancer. Friendly got ejected? What episode? Alright. DeCall is now down to 6. Ghost and Jancer with the most fire tokens with 3. Sele has 9 still. Alright, KL, as a result, will not go to the edge. Real quick, without spoilers, yes, Season 39, Dan Spilo, he got ejected. He's the only person that's ever gotten ejected from actual Survivor. Season 39. Gigi and Carly bond slightly, has lasting impact. But that's it. Here we go. We have a twist. Alright, new tribes will be randomly assigned. There will now be 3 tribes. Alright, on the new DeCall tribe, we have Big Fish, Friendly, Gambit, Hawks, and Jancer. On the new Sele, we have Carlos, Goose, Jimbo, Michael, and Spurs. And on the Yara tribe, we have Dr. Ninja, Ghost, Gooser, John, and Walter. Ding, 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 Exultant. Yup. It is. What are you talking about, NES? Son, folk. Alright. Here are your new stats. Carlos has still not gone to a tribal ever since he's gotten that idol. Alright, this immunity challenge is called Block in a Hard Place. First 2 tribes finish, win immunity. And Yara and Sele win immunity! New tribe, same result. Dakal going to tribal. Alright, Janter finds the Dakal idol. Friendly has a major meltdown. I don't know what streamer mode is. Alright, Carlos is impressing the rest of the team, and Michael rests at camp to restore his energy. Like, I don't see a difference. Like, I've tried messing around with Simulator with streamer mode. I don't know what it does. Gooser and Walter bond strongly. Ghost is impressing the rest of the team. And the Yara Tribe Alliance 1 forms with Dr. Ninja and Gooser. Alright, it is time for Tribal, and it is time to vote. Oh, wait, Friendly is going to use his safety without power. Friendly leaves Tribal Council. You cannot vote for him. Friendly will not vote, and it is time to vote. If anyone, let's see. If anybody has the hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Janter uses the idol. Any votes cast against Janter will not count. Alright, first vote. Janter does not count. Janter does not count. 2 votes left. Hawks fan. 1 vote Hawks fan. 1 vote left. The 4th person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4, Winners at War. Hawks fan. That's 2 votes. Bring me your torch. Hawks fan, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Hawks fan gets idled out. He's gone. The call is down to 4. Oh, who did he give his stupid fire token to? He gave it to Walter. Alright. Sele and Yara both have 5. Alright. Grain finds an idol nullifier. Alright, this must be played by its holder while voting and negates a hidden immunity idol played on the targeted player. It can be sold to any player still in the game for 1 fire token. Grain will try to sell it to Janter, and no one raises their flag. Alright. Big Fish finds the Dakal idol, and Janter receives an offer to buy an idol nullifier for 1 fire token. He buys the advantage. Alright, here we go. Here are the rest of the stats. Alright, let's go to immunity. This immunity challenge, no name. First tribe to finish wins immunity. And Yara wins immunity with PB&J and Milk, which means Dakal and Sele are going to tribal. Nothing new for Dakal at this point. Alright. Gambit and Janter bond strongly. Friendly and Janter bond strongly. Has lasting impact. Carlos can actually use his idol this time. Michael and Spurs bond slightly. Has lasting impact. And Ghost finds the Yara idol. See who he gives 1/2 to. He gives a half to Walter, who already has an idol. Dr. Ninja and John find something in common. Ghost and John bond slightly. Has lasting impact. Alright, it is time for tribal for Sele. And it is time to vote. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. No one. Alright, first vote. Jimbo. Goose. Jimbo. It's 2 votes Jimbo, 1 vote Goose. The 5th person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4, Winners at War. Jimbo. That's 3, that's enough. Bring your torch. Jimbo, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. And Jimbo gives his fire token to Gambit. Alright. It is time for tribal for Dakal. Once again, nothing new for them. They know the drill, especially Gambit and Janter. They've done it so many times. And it is time to vote. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you like to play it, now would be the time to do so. No one. Alright, first vote. Gambit. Gambit. Janter. It's 2 votes Gambit, 1 vote Janter, 1 vote left. The 6th person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4, Winners at War. Gambit. That's 3 votes. Bring me your torch. Gambit, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. There are the votes. And Gambit is gone. Alright, Dakal is down to 3. Sele has 4. Yara has 5. Alright, here we go. Oh, who did he give the damn fire token to? He gave 2 fire tokens to Janter, which means Janter now has 4 fire tokens. Alright, Jimbo and Gambit arrive on the edge. Gigi and Carly are completely exhausted. Jimbo and Carly bond slightly. Carly spends 1 fire token to buy a pillow and shares it with Jimbo. 4 new fire tokens are hidden on the edge. Castaways race to find them. Jimbo finds a fire token. Jimbo finds another fire token. Jimbo finds a 3rd fire token. And Gambit finds a fire token. No one raises their flag. Alright. Let's take a look at all the stats. Alright. Let's go to the reward challenge. This is called No Title. First 2 tribes to raise their flags win. And Yara wins reward. They win several pizzas and soft drinks. And Sele wins reward with 1 pizza. Alright, this immunity challenge is called Dishwalla. First 2 tribes to finish their puzzle wins. And Sele wins immunity. And a new change of pace. Dakal knows what it's like to win. They win immunity. Which means for the first time, Yara is going to tribal. Alright, Big Fish and Jancer bond strongly. Jancer has a major meltdown. Big Fish has a major meltdown. And Big Fish leaves the alliance. Alright, here we go. Goose and Spurs have a minor disagreement. Carlos and Michael have a minor disagreement. Has lasting impact. Goose and Spurs have a major fight. And the Sele Tribal Alliance 3 forms with Carlos and Spurs with the loyalty of 8. Alright, here we go. Walter now has 2 idols. Keep that in mind. Ghost and John find something in common. Has lasting impact. Alright, it is time for tribal for Yara, and it is time to vote. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. No one. Alright, first vote. Walter. Walter. Dr. Ninja. 2 votes Walter, 1 vote Dr. Ninja. Dr. Ninja. That's 2 votes Dr. Ninja, 2 votes Walter, 1 vote left. The 7th person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4, Winners at War, is Dr. Ninja. That's 3 votes. Bring me your torch. Dr. Ninja, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. There are the votes. And Dr. Ninja is gone. Walter keeps both idols. Alright. Oh, who did he give his stupid fire token to? Gooser. Alright. To call down to 3, Sele and Yara with 4. Alright. Here we go. Dr. Ninja arrives on the edge. We have 7 castaways here. Gigi and Graham are completely exhausted. Graham and Hawks have a small fight. Jimbo spends 3 fire tokens to buy an idol. Gambit spends 1 fire token to buy an advantage. Carly spends 2 fire tokens to buy 2 advantages in the returning challenge. Carly spends 1 fire token to buy a jar of peanut butter. Graham spends 2 fire tokens to buy 2 advantages in the returning challenge, most likely Exultant. Gigi spends 1 fire token to buy an advantage in the returning challenge. Alright, they will compete, and the winner returns to the game. Alright, this challenge is called Back in the Saddle. The first person to get their ball to the top of the maze will return to this game. Here we go. For having the first advantage, Carly, Gigi, Graham, and Gambit do not have to dig for their bag of string. And for having the second advantage, Carly and Graham will have their knots untied. Here we go. And Graham wins and returns to the game. And Gigi has nothing left to give and considers raising his flag. And Gigi raises his flag to leave the game. Gigi is gone. That's a 3rd quit. Gigi is gone. Wow. And we are merged onto the Gondol tribe. Here's the 12 people that made the merge. Big Fish, Carlos, Friendly, Ghost, Goose, Gooser, Graham, Jancer, John, Michael, Spurs, and Walter. Jancer having the most fire tokens with 4. Alright. I know we've had some big names go. We'll see if it keeps going. We have a twist. New menu for fire tokens. Here we go. Alright, let's take a look at our new tribe stats. A lot of immunities in play, or a lot of advantages in play. Let's go to the immunity challenge. This immunity challenge is called Get a Grip. Last man and last woman holding on without touching the ground wins immunity, guaranteed in the final 11. The winners will also receive 1 fire token. Because we don't have enough women, any 2 players can win immunity. Spurs fan wins immunity and a fire token. And Walter wins immunity and a fire token. Alright, there we go. Alright. They are both safe from the vote. Ghost and Graham bond strongly, has lasting impact. Goose is impressing the rest of the team, and Goose works hard at camp and becomes tired. Alright, it is time for Tribal for Gondal. Spurs and Walter have immunity necklaces. You cannot vote for them, and it is time to vote. Oh, wait. Spurs fan uses the vote steal on Walter. Walter cannot vote. Spurs fan will vote twice, and it is time to vote. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Big Fish uses his idol. Any votes cast against Big Fish will not count. And Walter uses one of his idols on Goose. Any votes cast against Goose will not count. Alright, first vote. Big Fish does not count. 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 Ghost. Ghost. That's 2 votes Ghost. The 8th person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4. Winners at war. Ghost. That's 3. That's enough. Bring me your torch. Ghost. The tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. And Ghost, the favorite going into this episode, is idled out. Another big name gone. We are down to 11. He gives his fire token. He gives 2 fire tokens to Walter, gives 1 fire token to Gooser, which means Walter is now the big dog here with 5 fire tokens. We are down to 11. Alright, Ghost arrives on the edge. Alright, Hawks fan is completely exhausted. Gamba and Carly have a small fight, has lasting impact. Dr. Ninja finds a 50-50 coin. This allows the holder to flip a coin at any tribal council until there are 7 active players left. They will have a 50% chance of being immune from the vote based on the results of the coin toss. It can be sold to any player still in the game for however many fire tokens Dr. Ninja chooses. He will try to sell it to Gooser for 1 fire token, and no one raises their flag. Alright, Gooser receives an offer by a 50-50 coin, and he buys the advantage for 1 fire token. Alright, there you go. Let's go to reward. This is called New School. First team to solve their puzzle wins. Group 1 consists of Friendly, Janter, John, Spurs, and Walter. Group 2 consists of Big Fish, Carlos, Goose, Graham, and Michael. Gooser does not participate, and he cannot win reward. Group 2 wins reward! They win Chinese takeout to be delivered to camp. Alright, let's go to immunity. This immunity challenge is called Bermuda Triangle. Last person left standing wins immunity, guaranteed in the final 10, and will receive 1 fire token. And Gooser wins immunity! Guaranteed in the final 10. Alright, here we go. Friendly and Gooser bond strongly, has lasting impact. Big Fish and Grain find something in common. Friendly and Goose have a small fight. In the Gondal, Tribe Alliance 1 forms with Friendly, Gooser, and John. And Grain rests at camp to restore his energy. Alright, it is time for Tribal for Gondal. Gooser has the immunity necklace. Cannot vote for him. And it is time to vote. Oh, last round used Carlos's idol. Alright, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Carlos uses his idol. Any votes cast against Carlos will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, John. Grain. John. It's 2 votes John, 1 vote Grain. Grain. That's 2 votes Grain, 2 votes John. Grain. That's 3 votes Grain. John. We're tied again. 3 votes Grain, 3 votes John. Grain. That's 4 votes Grain. John. Grain. John. We're tied. 5 votes Grain, 5 votes John, 1 vote left. The 9th person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4 Winners at War is John Mario Kart Weed. That's 6 votes. Bring me your torch. John, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. There are the votes, and John is gone. Alright, we are down to 10. Alright, here are the stats. This reward challenge is a setup, but it's just a decoy. Family visit takes place where each remaining castaway's loved one visits for the whole day. John arrives on the edge. 7 castaways are here. Gambit. Oh, who does he give the fire token to? He gives one to Gooser. Goddamn, bro. I keep forgetting that. Alright. Gambit and Hawksfan are completely exhausted. Ghost, Hawksfan, Jimbo, John, and Carly bond slightly. And the inhabitants on edge of extinction are also able to spend the whole day with the loved one for the family visit. Gambit has nothing left to give and considers raising his flag, but no one raises their flag. Alright, let's go to the immunity challenge. This immunity challenge is called A Bit Tipsy. First contestant to stack their blocks to spell immunity wins immunity, safe from the vote. And they will receive 2 fire tokens. And Goose wins immunity! Guaranteed in the final 9. 1 in 9 chance of winning this game. Alright, Grain finds the Gondol Idol. Very nice. Friendly and Goose bond slightly. Big Fish and Walter find something in common. Has lasting impact. Janter and Spurs find something in common. And it is time for Tribal. Goose has the immunity necklace. You cannot vote for him. And it is time to vote. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Janter has secretly used the idol nullifier on Walter. The first idol played on Walter will be negated if he plays one. Walter uses his idol, and this is the idol nullifier. If played on the right person, the idol will be nullified. And Janter has nullified the idol on Walter. Any votes cast against Walter will still count. Here we go. First vote, Walter. Spurs fan. Grain. That's 2 votes Grain, 1 vote Spurs, 1 vote Walter. Spurs. That's 2 votes Grain, 2 votes Spurs, 1 vote Walter. Walter. We're tied. 2 votes Grain, 2 votes Spurs, 2 votes Walter. Spurs. That's 3 votes Spurs. Grain. That's 3 votes Grain, 3 votes Spurs, 2 votes Walter. Walter. That's 3 votes Grain, 3 votes Spurs, 3 votes Walter, 1 vote left. The 10th person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4, Winners at War, is Walter. That's 4 votes. Bring me your torch. Walter, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. And Walter is the first person ever to be eliminated because his idol was nullified by Janter. Alright, Walter is gone. He bequeaths 3 fire tokens to Goose and 2 fire tokens to Big Fish. We are down to 9. Hawksfan got out earlier. Goose, now with the most fire tokens with 6. Walter arrives on the edge. Gambit, Hawksfan, Jimbo, and Carly are completely exhausted. Gambit has a major meltdown. Hawksfan takes it easy. Gambit goes John, Carly, and Walter bond slightly. Walter finds an extortion advantage. It can be inflicted upon any player still in the game unless that player gives up however many fire tokens Walter chooses. If the ransom is not met by the immunity challenge, that player will not be allowed to participate in the immunity challenge nor vote at Tribal Council. Big deal. He will use the advantage on Goose and ask for 5 fire tokens. No, he considered putting up his flag. Alright, no one raises their flag. Alright, the extortion advantage has been used against Goose. Goose has to pay a ransom of 5 fire tokens or else he cannot participate and he will not vote. He pays the ransom. Alright, here are the stats. And is it time for immunity? Nope, it's time for reward. This is called Title Unknown. First team to reach the end and use a slingshot to knock down all of their targets wins. Group 1 consists of Big Fish, Friendly, Gooser, and Janter. Group 2 consists of Carlos, Grain, Michael, and Spurs. And because Goose does not get picked, cannot participate, cannot win reward. And Group 2 wins reward! They win a taco bar! Alright. Here we go. This immunity challenge is called, oh my god. This immunity challenge is called 10-foot pole. Last person left standing wins. They will win 2 fire tokens. And Big Fish wins immunity! Guaranteed in the final 8. Alright. Big Fish is impressing the rest of the team. And it is time for Tribal. Big Fish has the immunity necklace. Cannot vote for him. And it is time to vote. If anybody has a hidden immunity item they like to play it, that would be the time to do so. Gooser uses his 50-50 coin on Friendly. There's a 50% chance of this granting immunity. Gooser flips the coin. Not safe, which means any votes cast against Friendly will still count. Alright. And Graham uses his idol. Any votes cast against Graham will not count. Alright, first vote. Graham does not count. Graham does not count. Graham does not count. Graham does not count. Goose. Goose. That's 2 votes Goose. Spurs. 2 votes Goose, 1 vote Spurs. Spurs, we're tied. That's 2 votes Goose, 2 votes Spurs, 1 vote left. The 11th person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4. Winners at War is Spurs fan. That's 3 votes. Bring your torch. Spurs fan, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. And Spurs gets idled out at Winners at War. He bequeaths 1 fire token to Carlos. Alright, we are down to our final 8. Remember, top 5 gets you in to greatest of all time. 9 castaways are on the edge. Dr. Ninja, Gambit, Jimbo, and Carly are completely exhausted. Jimbo and Walter have a small fight. Walter spends 2 fire tokens to buy a jar of peanut butter. Castaways on the edge are given another task where they have to collect 20 coconuts one by one from the back of the island back to their camp until sundown. First 5 to finish will receive 2 fire tokens each. And Walter finishes first and earns 2 fire tokens. Graham finishes second and earns 2 fire tokens. Spurs fan finishes third and earns 2 fire tokens. Hawks fan finishes fourth and earns 2 fire tokens. And John finishes 5th and earns 2 fire tokens. No one raises their flag. Alright, let's take a look at the stats. Alright, let's go to immunity. This immunity challenge is called When It Rains. Alright, the last man and woman standing will win immunity with 2 fire tokens. And because we don't have any women in the game, any 2 players can win immunity. Here we go. Goose wins immunity and Big Fish wins immunity. Both guaranteed in the final 7. Safe from the vote. Janter and Michael have a minor disagreement. Has lasting impact. And oh my lordy lord. The Gondol Tribe Alliance 2 forms with Big Fish, Carlos, Goose, Graham, Janter, and Michael. So basically everyone except Gooser and Goose. Right? Yeah. Alright, it is time for Tribal for Gondol. Big Fish and Goose have immunity necklaces. Cannot vote for either of them. And it is time to vote. If anybody has... Oh, nope, no one has an idol. First vote. Gooser. Gooser. Graham. 2 votes Gooser, 1 vote Graham. Friendly. 2 votes Gooser, 1 vote Friendly, 1 vote Graham. Graham. That's 2 votes Gooser, 2 votes Graham, 1 vote Friendly. Friendly. We're tied. 2 votes Friendly, 2 votes Gooser, 2 votes Graham. Graham. That's 3 votes Graham, 2 votes Friendly, 2 votes Gooser, 1 vote left. Friendly. We are tied between Friendly and Graham. We're going to have a revote. Friendly and Graham will not vote. First vote. Graham. Friendly. Graham. Friendly. Friendly. That's 3 votes Friendly, 2 votes Graham, 1 vote left. The 12th person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4. Winners at War. Friendly. That's 4 votes. Bring me your torch. Friendly. The tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. I don't know if we're going to do Nintendo today. We can play Nintendo off stream though. There are the votes. Friendly is gone. We are down to 7. Alright. Friendly arrives on the edge. Dr. Ninja, Gambit, Jimbo, and Carly are completely exhausted. Hawks fan takes it easy. Hawks fan and Jimbo have a small fight. Hawks fan spends 2 fire tokens to buy an extra vote power for Grain. Gambit has too much built up frustration and considers raising his flag, but no one raises their flag. Alright. Here are the stats. Gooser finds the Gondol Idol. Hawks fan has sent 1 extra vote power to Graham. There you go. He has an extra vote. Alright, let's go to immunity. This immunity challenge is called Running Down a Dream. First person to finish their puzzle wins immunity with 2 fire tokens. Safe in the vote. And Big Fish once again wins immunity, guaranteed in the final 6. Has Big Fish won like 3 in a row? I'm not sure. Holy crap, Big Fish has won 3 in a row? Big Fish has won 3 in a row. Oh my god. Alright. If Big Fish wins one more time, he will tie the record with Ben from season 1. Gooser and Michael have a minor disagreement. Alright. And Michael leaves the alliance. Alright. And the Gondol Tribalize 3 forms with Big Fish, Goose, and Janser. Alright. It is time for tribal for Gondol. Big Fish has an immunity necklace. You cannot vote for him. It is time to vote. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you like to play it, now would be the time to do so. No one. Alright, first vote. Gooser. Michael. Michael. That's 2 votes Michael. Michael. That's 3 votes Michael. The 13th person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4, Winners at War. Michael. That's 4. That's enough. Bring me your torch. Michael, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. There are the votes. Michael is gone. He bequeaths 1 fire token to Carlos. And we are down to our final 6. Big Fish, because of all the challenges he's won, has 9 fire tokens. Holy sheet. Alright. Michael arrives on the edge. A whopping 11 people are here. Dr. Ninja, Friendly, Gambit, Ghost, Jimbo, and Carly are completely exhausted. Ghost takes it easy. Gambit and Spurs have a small fight. Spurs spends 2 fire tokens to buy an extra vote power for Gooser. Michael finds a challenge disadvantage. This allows the holder to inflict a disadvantage against a player of their choice at the next immunity challenge. It can be sold to any player still in the game for however many fire tokens Michael chooses. He will try to sell it to Gooser for 10 fire tokens. And no one raises their flag. We'll see if Gooser buys it. Alright, Gooser receives an offer, and he does not buy the advantage. Spurs fan has sent an extra vote power to Gooser. Gooser now has an extra vote, along with Graham. Alright, let's go to immunity. Alright. This immunity challenge is called High Step Back. First contestant to topple all their blocks, such that the final block hits a gong at the end, wins immunity, guaranteed in the final 5. And if Big Fish wins this, it'll tie a record. They'll receive 2 fire tokens. And Big Fish has tied a record! He wins immunity! Guaranteed in the final 5. Big Fish has tied a record, tying with Ben for the most immunity challenges won in a row. Way to go, Big Fish! Alright. Gondol spins 4 fire tokens to buy a small bag of beans. Carlos, Goose, Gooser, and Janser offer 1. And Gondol spends 10 fire tokens to buy 2 regular bags of rice. Big Fish, Carlos, Gooser, Goose, and Janser offer 2 fire tokens each. There you go. Alright. Big Fish spends 2 fire tokens to write a letter to Walter on the edge. Might as well. With how many he has. But there you go. We saw a record today that hasn't been broken since season 1. Over a year and a half ago. Goose and Janser bond strongly. And Big Fish rests at camp to restore his energy. Alright, it is time for tribal for Gondol. Big Fish once again has the immunity necklace. Cannot vote for him, and it is time to vote. Alright. Graham uses his extra vote power. Graham will vote twice, and it is time to vote. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they like to play it, now would be the time to do so. No one. Alright, first vote. Graham. Gooser. Gooser. That's 2 votes Gooser. Gooser. The 14th person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4, Winners at War. Gooser. That's 4. That's enough. Bring me your torch. Gooser, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. And there are the votes. Gooser is gone. He bequeaths a fire token to Big Fish. We are down to our final 5. Big Fish, Carlos, Goose, Graham, and Janser. One of these 5 players could win Winners at War. And I say could because we still have some unfinished business on the edge. Gooser arrives. We have 12 castaways here. Dr. Ninja, Friendly, Gambit, Ghost, Gooser, Hawksfan, Jimbo, John, Carly, Michael, Spurs, and Walter. Walter reads the letter from Big Fish. Dr. Ninja, Friendly, Gambit, Hawksfan, Jimbo, John, and Carly are completely exhausted. Carly is struggling to adjust to the edge. Carly takes it easy. Ghost spends 2 fire tokens by an advantage in the return challenge. Walter spends 2 fire tokens by an advantage in the return challenge. Walter spends 2 fire tokens by a jar of peanut butter. John spends 2 fire tokens by an advantage in the return challenge. And they compete. And the winner returns to this game. Not necessarily, Mr. Man. This is called Don't Call It a Comeback. First one to reach the end wins and is back in the game. Alright, for buying an advantage, Ghost, John, and Walter do not have to do the fence obstacle. Here we go. And Walter wins! He goes back to the game! Everyone remaining on the edge goes to Ponderosa and will be the first 11 members of our jury. Carlos finds the Gondol Idol. Here are all the stats. Let's go to immunity. Alright. If Big Fish wins this, he will own the record. This is called Slide On. First castaway to finish their puzzle wins, guaranteed in the final 5. And Carlos breaks the record, wins immunity, and he shares the reward with Graham and Janser. They win an Italian feast with chocolate cake and red wine. Alright, Carlos and Graham have a small fight. Graham and Walter find something in common, has lasting impact. And Carlos leaves his alliance. Alright, it is time for tribal. Carlos has the immunity necklace. You cannot vote for him. And it is time to vote. If anybody has an idol and they like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Carlos uses his idol on Goose. Any votes cast against Goose will not count. Here we go. First vote, Walter. Big Fish. Janser. 1 vote Big Fish, 1 vote Janser, 1 vote Walter. Walter. That's 2 votes Walter, 1 vote Big Fish, 1 vote Janser. The 15th person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4, Winners at War, Walter. That's 3, that's enough. Bring me your torch. Walter, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Walter is gone just as fast as he got back in. 6th place for him. We are down to 5 for real this time. Big Fish, Carlos, Goose, Graham, and Janser. One of these 5 will win this game. Here are the stats. Let's go to immunity. This immunity challenge is called 5 on 5. First castaway to land both of their sandbags on their disc wins immunity, guaranteed in the final 4. And Graham wins immunity, guaranteed in the final 4. Big Fish and Janser bond strongly, has lasting impact. And Goose is completely worn out, but is not giving up. What's up, Hawks? You made the merge, but you lost the return challenge on the edge of extinction. Alright, it is time for tribal. Graham has the immunity necklace. You cannot vote for him. Graham is in greatest of all time. I believe he's already in, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, he's already in from season 2. So, doesn't really matter. But it is time to vote. Alright, here we go. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you like to play it, now is the last time you can do so, but no one has one. First vote, Carlos. Carlos. That's 2 votes Carlos. Big Fish. 2 votes Carlos, 1 vote Big Fish. The 16th person voted out of Alpha Survivor 4, Winners at War, Carlos. That's 3, that's enough. Bring me your torch. Carlos, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. There are the votes, and Carlos is gone. 5th place for him. We are down to our final 4. One of these players will not make the finale. but they're all in greatest of all time anyway, so it doesn't matter. Here are the stats, and it is time for our final immunity challenge. This one is called Samotion. Here we go. This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite challenges. The last person standing wins final immunity, going to the final tribal council where they will plead their case for why they should win this game. And Graham wins immunity! Graham made finale last episode. He's going to finale for Winners at War. He will plead his case for why he should win this game. Graham has a major meltdown. That's it. It's time for tribal. Graham has safety. He must grant it to one other castaway. He grants safety to Goose. Goose is going to the Winners at War finale. Big Fish and Janser compete in a fire-making challenge for the final place in the final three. And Janser wins, which means Big Fish is eliminated from this game. Big Fish tied the record from Season 1 with Ben for most immunity challenges, one in a row, 4. Big Fish has a lot to be proud of, and Big Fish will be competing in greatest of all time. Alright, and it is time for the final three, final tribal council. Goose, Graham, and Janser. Like what Exultant said, a redemption story for Graham. Graham is back in the finale. Janser's back in the finale. And Goose has been killing it all season. They face our 14 jurors. Big Fish, Carlos, Dr. Ninja, Friendly, Gambit, Ghost, Gooser, Hawks, Jimbo, John, Carly, Michael, Spurs, and Walter. The finalists wait for the winner to be revealed. 14 votes in it all. Here we go. First vote, Janser. Second vote, Graham. Third vote, Goose. Graham. Janser. That's 2 votes Janser, 2 votes Graham, 1 vote Goose. Goose, we're tied. It's 2 votes Goose, 2 votes Janser, 2 votes Graham. Graham. Janser. That's 3 votes Janser, 3 votes Graham, 2 votes Goose. Goose, we're tied again. 3 votes Goose, 3 votes Janser, 3 votes Graham. Graham. That's 4 votes Graham. Janser. That's 4 votes Janser, 4 votes Graham, 3 votes Goose. Goose, we're tied again. 4 votes Goose, 4 votes Graham, 4 votes Janser. Janser, that's 5 votes Janser, 4 votes Graham, 4 votes Goose, 1 vote left. Goose, we have a tie between Janser and Goose, which means our third place, Graham, is going to make the sole deciding vote. And who wins Season 4? Will it be Goose? Will it be Janser? Who will it be? Alright. The winner of Alpha Survivor Season 4, Winners at War, is Janser! Janser, congratulations! You are the winner of Season 4! That's the 4th episode in a row. It's come down to the final vote. There are the votes. Goose wins the Fan Favorite Award. That is Goose's 3rd Fan Favorite of the season and Goose's 4th Fan Favorite of all time. He now ties Sam for the most fan favorites of all time. There you go. But it could only be one by one. Janser has just won Alpha Survivor Season 4 Winners at War. Way to go. Yeah, we gotta give round of applause to Goose and Graham because they played a heck of a game as well. Goose, it came down to one vote, but still second place in Winners at War. But there you go. Janter is your winner. A comeback story for Graham. Graham was our final finalist, and he came back to get third at Winners at War. We're going to talk about anything and everything in our post-Alpha Survivor Season 4 show coming up right now. All right, we're going to talk to some people in the live queue. We're going to see what they thought about Winners at War. All right, guys.
Whoa.
We have some
Let's go.
fans here.
Okay.
So I
gotta
was
say
gone for
something.
most of it because I had.
We have
to
a runner-up
Hold on,
of
hold on,
Season
guys.
4
Hold
winners
on.
that were
Let me
Goose
talk.
Goose
Let
and
me
Call.
talk. Let me talk.
I gotta mute it.
All right. We have our runner-up from Season 4, Winners at War, lost by one vote. Goose Goose. Goose Goose, tell me what's running through your mind.
It was a close game. He won fair and square.
Fair
Although
enough.
Graham granted me immunity, like Mr. Man said, I thought he was gonna vote me.
Fair enough. I to be honest, me too. I thought Graham was going to vote for you. I was a little surprised to see Janser on Graham's ballot at the end, but that's how the game works sometimes. But
Yeah.
The guy with the most votes wins.
There you go.
I'm in GOAT though. That's very good.
You are in GOAT. And
I
speaking
am
of,
in GOAT.
let's talk about the players going to greatest of all time. Here's the 5 players that made it today. Janter, Goose, Big Fish, Gooser, and Michael will be joining the other 15 for greatest of all time.
Oh,
Is there
Michael
only going to
did?
be one
Let's
greatest of all time?
go.
Or are there going to be multiple?
Probably only one. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't thought about a second one.
That means that this is the end of Alpha Survivor?
No, not necessarily. They've done a Jeopardy greatest of all time, and they kept doing Jeopardy episodes, so
Wow.
Season 5 in winter?
we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That all comes down to, I don't really know. I haven't really thought about it. But we're going to have a preview for greatest of all time in just a little bit, but let's talk about season 4 for a little bit. What an interesting season. So to start off with this episode, we had 3 people quit the game, either in the main game or on Edge of Extinction. What are y'all's thoughts about that?
And one of them got
Once
into
again, we have
That's
3
crazy.
people quit in Winners at War.
Carlos, I literally just said that, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, once again. Dude, we had 2 medevacs, 1 person raised the flag. One again. That's so insane.
I thought
I did
someone
not
got into an
expect
altercation.
KL to get
But
out
it-
of it because of an altercation, though. That surprised me.
Yeah, I
To be
know.
honest, bro, I think Kale was planning to kill everyone in the island.
I think
cannot
so.
believe. My mic is.
Wait
my
a
mic
minute.
not
I
full?
just got word. I just got word from the producers. It turns out KL was trying to create a private island and store people
Yeah.
over there.
Yo!
Yeah.
Yo.
That's why he got
Yo.
ejected from the game.
Santa was
but-
at a dentist appointment and he
Yeah.
won Winners at War.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Wait, Janter was at a what?
He was at a dentist.
All right.
Yo, Loki.
Dude,
Um,
I can't believe
NES.
Janter
Now,
won.
if you want to win winners that way, you have to be at a dentist appointment.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to literally
Uh,
just like not watch the stream to win.
Yeah, there you go. NES. He is now the medevac guy. He beats Zeem for the most medevacs ever with
That's
4.
crazy.
Medevac
to be honest,
slash
yeah.
quit.
Dude,
Yes.
Justin, NES literally took my position, bro. He literally quitted the game.
Yeah, NES is now the medevac guy. There you go.
I didn't, don't worry.
But in the season, all in all, the last 4 episodes we've had, if they've all come down to 1 vote. It's been crazy. We've had a lot of action in this season for sure. Just about every
lot.
single episode has been great.
Worst All
All
Stars
right.
was great.
Worst All Stars was really good. Let's see. Blood versus Water.
I did
4.
very good this season. 3
You did.
finales,
Best script yet.
1
Loki.
win.
Folk. Let's see. Yeah,
Yeah.
Goose won twice in a row after winning his first win ever. That was exciting. But yeah, in just a little bit, we're gonna have our winner of season 4 Winners at War and the new record holder for Medevacs, NES, coming up in just a little bit. But
I got my fourth fan favorite too.
Oh,
That's
there you
really
go.
good.
you now
Also,
tie
do you know
Sam
if
for
there's
the most
anything
fan
else after the
favorites.
stream?
I tie
Yes.
Sam. Oh my
Yes.
god.
You tie Sam for the most fan
I'm
favorites.
coming for that record, Sam.
Ghost
Just so
won
you
2
know.
games in a row this season.
Also, this is
Wow,
Goose's
yeah,
second
yeah.
fan favorite winners of war in a row.
Oh my goodness, you're so right. Goose has won 2 fan favorites at Winners at War. Holy moly. Yeah, you're so right.
Oh damn.
And not just in total, in a row.
In a row, yes.
Yeah, in a row. That's
Hey.
nice.
Funny enough, guess who
Rain
won?
made it to the finale twice in Winners
Yeah.
at War.
Oh yeah, there you go. And guess who won fan favorite in season 2 of Winners at War? Chancer.
Danter.
Yep. There you go.
Oh my. Hey.
What did it in
Oh,
season
oh,
one?
never mind. Never mind.
NES won it in season 1.
The Medevac got fan favorite.
God, it's crazy.
I will talk about that after the preview, Exolden.
Yeah, just
Let us get there.
NES is the OG Zeme.
It's time for the Winners at War after party. I'm buying
Yes.
everyone drinks. It's all on me.
Folk.
Wait, are you sure, bro? Are you
Loki,
sure?
play
No,
something.
not 20 bucks? You don't want 20 bucks?
Okay.
Well, Alpha, you look in general, bro. I played the 9.
Yo.
Oh my
Yo.
Yo.
My
Wait,
played it
Alpha,
not hit.
are we doing Roblox? I didn't hear you the first time.
I haven't
I
decided
picked
what we're
holy
doing. We're going to
crap.
do something. I just haven't decided what. I'm trying to do this after show so we can hype up GOAT and then we'll talk about it.
Alright.
But,
I'm
Here we
making
go.
pizza right now.
oh snap. Nice.
Don't low key give me a slice.
No, you don't
Low
deserve
key,
this.
though.
I went off the second thing, Divo.
Alright. So like I said, we're gonna let's see, we're gonna talk to Janter and NES before we look at the preview for Greatest of All Time. It's gonna be pretty actually, you know what? Let's take a look at the preview right now for Alpha Survivor
Yo!
Greatest of All Time. I can't believe it. The winner of Alpha Survivor and Exulting wins final immunity. Graham is a 3-time winner. Gigi wins. Gigi back to the finale. Michael is back to the finale after his maiden finale appearance last episode. Carlos has quit the game. Gooser and Big Fish definitely needed it. Wins immunity. Kale has made the finale. Frosty! H3C! CT Summits! Janter! This is Alpha Survivor, greatest of all time. There we go, Alpha Survivor, greatest of all time, coming to you Saturday, July 25th. Stay tuned, it's gonna be an exciting one. You don't want to miss it. Alright, there we go.
Yo, this is mad peak.
There you
Oh
go.
my god.
Not really.
Saturday.
Don't worry, it grows.
NES, bro, why are you hiding people? NES, I'm about
my
to take
God.
away your mod, dude.
All chickens.
To be honest, NES, bro, it's
But-
okay. Listen, NES, it's just a game,
Alright.
bro. I get it. Like you're the Medevac king and all
Oh, no,
that.
you're good. Carlos,
it does
Carlos,
not
it was a
affect you.
mistake.
That-
Carlos, it was a mistake. But you don't have to
Okay, good.
speak for me. Thank you, but you don't have to speak for
Good
me.
thing.
Alright. So,
Yeah, it just happened.
stay
Awesome, wow.
tuned for Alpha Survivor, Crazy, greatest of all time. There you
Will that be
go.
like? Will that be like on
Crazy,
Saturday?
crazy.
It will be
is on
Saturday,
Saturday.
July 25th.
Saturday.
There you go.
Nice.
People
And it'll
in
be-
people in the stream, if you're watching this, if we go back to the intro, you
can't
might be a
believe
little
it.
bit curious.
The winner.
You might be a little bit curious. How did we add Janser so fast to the edit? I have to be honest. Editing magic does not exist. This was the only episode I actually looked at the results before we started the stream, so I could see who all made greatest of all time and all that good stuff.
Damn.
And so I had known for a few hours Janser was gonna win. So I recorded that little snippet. Here we go. I'll actually show y'all the snippet of me pretending that Janser won, if I can find it. Let me see. Where is it?
Yo, is the script too?
Yo. Jancer!
I'm a little bummed that I
Enchanter
didn't
wins
make.
immunity.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, wait, wait.
Guaranteed.
Everyone, wait. Here we go.
You played it off so well.
Jancer! There you go. That was filmed about 3 hours ago. So there you go.
All right, you guys can make your pizza now.
That scream sounded so fake.
It did.
I know. Yeah.
That is
Wait,
so
it's
fake.
Mata.
You need to put more effort into the scream.
I do.
Yeah.
But-
Anyways.
But I really want to make this trailer, so I want to be transparent. I usually don't look at like who wins before the episode starts. I like to find out with everyone. But for the sake of the trailer, I had to find out.
Oh my god,
early.
it's NES.
Oh look,
And
it's NES.
Our
The winner of
medevac
Winners at
boy
War.
is here.
Medevac
NES.
is crazy.
How do you feel quitting
Oh,
early?
never mind.
Before I get into more, I just want to say this.
Yeah.
Despite having 4 medevacs or quits, that is not going to define the type of player that I am.
What? Oh
A
my
Chancer, I know you just
Yeah,
popped in,
sure.
Chancer.
Hold on.
but
Let
hold up
NES
one second.
talk. Let
Yo.
NES talk.
Goose, you're next.
Oh.
What a
What
goose
did
goose
I
dude.
do?
No,
Okay.
you meant
Dude,
that. I didn't mean
he's
it like
I do?
that. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that.
Yo.
All right.
I got
I hear catching
second, bro.
strays on Alpha
Okay,
stream is
okay.
crazy.
Let me continue.
Alrighty.
Despite having 4 medevacs or quits, that's not gonna. I won't let that define the player I am. And hey, I'm a 2-time winner. That's more of the people that have been on Alpha Survivor. Anyways, Goose, as I said, you're next.
Down a little bit. What is your name?
I highly doubt that I'm next.
That's crazy.
All right.
What I
Chancer,
meant
come
is-
back.
Anyways.
Well, words spoken by NES.
Yeah.
Alpha, I'm gonna go full Russell Hantz mode right now.
Oh Lord.
I want you to tell me that I play the best game. And tell me that I'm the sole survivor. Like, I'll give you like 2 Robux.
Now, low key.
I'm holding that. I'm.
Matter of fact, NES, bro,
I-
you
I
are
wouldn't-
him.
Say anything.
Yo.
Still.
Hey, I didn't get Winners at War for the first time in history, but I did bring the humor to the table.
Yo,
did.
Logan's
Round of
on
applause for
his
me.
phone. He's not even
Round of
listening,
Miho.
applause
bro.
for me.
Folk. Okay. Sorry, I'm responding to Corbin.
Folk Valley.
Folk Valley.
Tune in
and
on
Rondo
Monday
Valley.
night where we go
Yeah.
into the joke episode where Miho Alpha will go on and see if he can
All right.
survive.
I'll be back.
All right.
Okay, so are we doing the joke episode after Greatest of All Time?
Yeah,
Yes.
probably Monday then or Sunday.
No.
Probably Monday.
Oh
I'm
shoot!
betting
I won't be able to
on
watch it.
Hold
I'm
up.
gonna be at band camp
$10
from 1 to
again that
9.
Miho wins. If Miho Alpha does not win, I
Yo,
lose $10.
we
So,
need
what do you-
Muscle Man
what did
in
NES
the
mean when he
joke
said,
episode,
I'm
definitely.
coming after you next.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so-
It
We'll
is
find
definitely
out.
what you
Goose, Goose,
heard.
you gotta
I-
hide, bro. You gotta hide.
Okay. Also, I'm gonna have pizza right after I had Taco Bell. So
That's low key crazy, bro.
I got a bunch of food for. Anyways, hey, low key after the stream, or maybe even like, well, I don't know. I'll figure it
We're
out.
probably-
I-
are we gonna do Roblox after for the?
Yeah, we're
Winners
gonna
at
do a
War
little bit of Roblox.
Ooh,
Not
Winners
too
at War
much.
after party about to be crazy.
I'm Probably only
Yo,
gonna be
the
able to
after
do
party's
it
gonna be
for-
nice. I'm not even
only
mad
gonna
I
be-
lost.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't
Yo,
even know what I'm gonna
Alpha
do with
Alpha
Winners
YouTube
Murder
mods.
Mystery
Party.
new summer update. It came out.
Oh
today.
shoot, we gotta play Murder Mystery. All right,
we're
but
playing Murder Mystery.
last thing
Oh yeah,
before we go,
new update.
here's your list of people for greatest of all time. But yes, Jancer,
Sure.
I did know you won the whole time. So,
I
but there
really-
you go. Predict who you think will win.
Man, I wanted to be in Greatest of All Time.
That would have been tough, bro. I would have picked Mr.
That
Man.
would've
What
been
place did I
so
get?
tough,
Can you
bro.
check what place I got for Winners at War Season 3?
Why can't I watch?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Winners at War
Because I could have
3.
sworn I got like 7th. I could have sworn I got like 7th.
You did get 7th. You're right.
So, wait, who got it? Were there
Stopped
only,
at 5?
was it top 6 then? Like 6th place got it?
No, yeah, 6th place got it. NES beat you by 1 place.
so I miss greatest of all time.
Wait, what did I do?
You beat Mr. Man by 1 place to get greatest of all time spot.
Oh my god.
I did?
Wow.
Yeah, in season 3. In season 3, you yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Mio.
Huh?
I should have made it out of the way. I'm the medevac king. I'm the greatest quitter of all time.
Greatest quitter. Oh,
Man.
They let Colton back.
that's
At
true.
At least you didn't
gate
get
opened.
medevac.
The gate
You
opened.
just quit.
Guys,
I
you
hated
care
Colton.
about he hate Colton.
Dude, I hate
Better than
Colton.
getting injured.
The gate
Like-
open.
Cough, cough, Sam and Gooser.
Oh wait, so
Come
NES, you're on season 29 right now, right?
Yes.
How far are you into season 29?
I'm on like episode 4.
Okay.
I'm
So
not
What
that
is
far.
what is
I
episode, what
just
is
watched-
season
I just
29?
watched
Alpha
John-
Survivor
I
is
just watched
more is
John
better
get
than
voted out,
Survivor.
like
Ah,
the little
yeah.
altercation.
John got voted out. Low-key, I feel a little bit bad for John because Jeremy did unfairly target him. He was trying to protect Val, but he couldn't. So, I mean, that was his fate.
God damn
Low
it, Jeremy.
Guys, this update is actually insane.
All right, well, we're gonna give it a try.
Holy shit, new Alpha version
Hold on.
news just dropped.
All right, guys.
Laser
Hold on.
Stain character
Jordan,
370
stop. Hold on.
has a-
Hold on. I just want to say this. Thank y'all so much for a 4th season of Alpha Survivor. That means a lot to me that y'all keep watching. It keeps going on
Yeah.
because people like you watch. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all in just a few minutes.